Hello, nerds! Thank you for joining me here on Nerd News Clips. This is the second channel. This is the place for all of the short-form content as well as the individual sections and just generally speaking smaller things. If you are into the longer form content, youtube.com/generallynerdy is the place to go see that. With that out of the way, let's get into this. Movie section, let's get into this just so we can round this one off. This is a long episode and I apologize, guys. Again, not feeling super hot, but let's do this. So follow-ups in the movie section. We have Wonder Twins follow-up. It's been canceled. Like, not just pushed back, no, it's been shelved indefinitely, to use the exact language. So that sucks, kind of, but, I mean, it was the Wonder Twins, so who really cares? Next, we have an official release date for Hocus Pocus 2 on Disney+. September 30th is when it's going to be released onto Disney+, so plenty of time to watch it for the Halloweens. And then Madam Web has an official release date now as well, July 7th of 2023. So we are still a little over a full year away from Madam Web from Sony. That's what we have for follow-ups. Let's get into trailers. Mission Impossible finally dropped their first trailer and now we know it's also going to be a two-parter instead of just Mission Impossible 7 and 8, I believe, or was it 8 and 9? I can't remember. But it's going to be Dead Reckoning Part 1. Go check out this trailer. This is sufficiently epic. Like, I haven't watched the last two Mission Impossible movies just because I have no interest, really. I mean, after MI3, I was like, meh. I got nothing. There's no real interest there for me. And this is doing its job, man. This trailer is definitely selling this product very, very well. Like, so much so, I'm probably going to go back and watch the last two Mission Impossible movies, not going to lie. So, our next trailer, and our only other trailer, is Thor: Love and Thunder. So I mentioned this in the TV section. I was very likely, let's put it that way, I was very likely not going to be watching this movie just because it just seemed like way too much politics and not enough story. Now that I have seen Gore the God Butcher and I have seen just what Christian Bale is going to be doing with that character, and the rest of it looks like fun, but I am super intrigued by Christian Bale in this role. I honestly could really care less about the rest of the cast. Like, yeah, we kind of saw a lot of the political things coming, but wow, Christian Bale looks bonkers, and just I want to see that performance. I want to witness that amount of acting coming from one man. Oh my God, it looks so cool. Looks so cool. Just that part, but looks so cool. Let's move along. I'm gonna just keep gushing. So we are into proper news for movies section, and the first piece is Ghostbusters. We now have the official confirmation that we are moving into pre-production on the next Ghostbusters movie, Ghostbusters 4, ostensibly. The Afterlife has definitely saved the franchise because it didn't do as well as 2016 in theaters, but that's very likely due to 2016. But apparently on streaming, it's been going bonkers, so much so that they're giving us exactly what we want, and that is another one in this same line of filmmaking. So yeah, super stoked for that. And our next piece, moving from that, we're talking about another movie franchise that's kinda sorta getting a reboot, kinda sorta again, and that is Ocean's 11. This time it's going to be a little bit different even than the 3 with George Clooney, because I was going to say the original 3, but that would have been incorrect as well. Though this is kind of in line with the, quote, original 3, the Frank Sinatra Rat Pack original 3, in that it's going to take place in the 60s, but this time Margot Robbie is going to be front and center, because that makes sense, apparently. And it's not going to make the same mistakes as the Ocean's 8 movie did, and it's not going to be just from what speculation around the industry is leading us to believe, anyway, that it's not going to be just another woke reboot. It is going to be checking those boxes. We can definitely assume that much. But it is looking to put substance over politics, which is always a good thing. The only other thing that we really know about this is that it's going to take place in Europe, and we know the production staff, which I didn't write down because it's kind of irrelevant to the conversation. But yeah, interesting. We'll be keeping tabs on this one, probably ever so lightly. Let's move right along. Our next piece is Bong Joon-ho, who did Parasite. His new movie is a science fiction movie. It does not yet have a proper name, though it is based on a book called Mickey 7. Mickey 7 it sounds really interesting. It's science fiction, cloning. The big things of note here are, and if you want me to go a little bit deeper in this, we can do that in a future episode, but Robert Pattinson is going to be the lead. We also have Mark Ruffalo cast in this. Toni Collette has been cast in this. Naomi Ackie, and that is the cast. That is the primary cast for this movie, and that's a very interesting grouping of actors. And Bong Joon-ho, I want to see what happens with this because he's a great director. I mean, the only non-English speaking movie that's ever won Best Picture at the American Oscars. So that says something. I don't care what you think about the Oscars. That still says something. So that's what we've got there. Now we're moving into movie suggestions for the week. This week we're talking about Ghostbusters once again. Let's make this one a marathon. Run all the way through 1, 2, Afterlife. Maybe if you feel like putting on 2016 at the end so you can fall asleep, that's fine. But the Ghostbusters now have their very own holy trilogy. 1, 2, Afterlife. Watch them. I think it's definitely going to be a fun weekend for you, and that is what we have for movies.
Once again, this has been just a brief segment from the larger episode that has been posted over on the main channel, youtube.com/generallynerdy. Go over there for the long-form content, or just subscribe here if you want it in bite-sized chunks. Thank you very much for joining me, nerds. We'll see you in the next one. Before we go, though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.